Welcome to Skies Arcadia Part 26. Last time we ended up beating a giant yellow Gigas, and now we have a very impatient Vyse waiting for our next adventure.
It looks like you've set knives next to your dad's picture, just so you cut his mustache off when you're pissed off.
I will see that chin. And as I mentioned, the guy we picked up opens a medical office here.
That's a really out-of-place office.
Yeah, and we also pay him a little bit more gold to upgrade it. Totally worth doing, so be sure to do that as ASAP. And it only costs 1,000 gold, so of course do it.
Yeah, how many millions do you have by this point?
I have a couple 100,000.
I like to imagine Vyse just goes up and is like, I'm gonna give you 1,000 gold. Get some walls.
Siri at this point pretty much sells all the highest level, like sells Rizlum crystals, the highest level heals, and eventually will sell seeds, which break the game.
Infinite stat works.
Yep, there's no limit. But anyway, once we cross this point, we were planning on... Go after show. Oh, hey Gilder.
Oh yeah, you're here.
He walks very sturdy.
The Armada's latest project. Another one that'll bankrupt the country.
It pretty much does.
Paper mache for everyone.
We shoot it in cannons out into the air. But we're going to a place called Dangrel Island, which we couldn't get to before unless we could fly below the clouds, but that's where we're going. Apparently they've been building some kind of elevator that sends them into the deep sky underneath the sky. The sky below the sky, if you will.
The deep sky, as in the ground. Okay.
Pretty much, yeah. They don't know what ground is.
It's like, what's ground? Stomp, stomp.
They think where they are is called solid sky.
This terminology is making me sad.
Or confused. Good job, buddy. I was gonna punch you, I swear.
Get back here. You're the only person with a gun. We need you, Gilder.
So near Sailor Island and also pretty much near Pirate Isle as well, you crash. You find it right over here between these islands.
Shadow Moses.
So the reason we're going here is because we heard that there are plans at this particular location that contain a prototype engine that would allow us to travel underneath the clouds to deep sky. Anyway, we're going to find out a little bit more about Galcian's plans here.
Stop using me for fishing.
I had no relevance to the plot anymore.
It's almost turning Marco-ish.
Well, I haven't gotten the voice quite yet, so...
So, Galcian's decided that the Armada is going to separate from Valua. Rebellion!
Given how the Queen acts, I would too.
It's probably more for more nefarious reasons, but Alfonso's not taking this shit. My hair still looks good, right?
My hair is still solid, right?
We don't have hair gel. This takes forever to maintain.
Me.
It looks kind of like Jim Carrey for a second there.
He does a little bit.
Part of me really wants to see a mock boss fight where Alfonso just gets the shit kicked out of him.
No! He doesn't want it. But yeah, you can tell that Alfonso, being the power-hungry person he is like, I'm gonna tell you, and then I'll be Grand Admiral. So far, most of the people are agreeing with this idea.
Delico just slowly clanging his head against his helmet.
My helmet's happy.
Because inside I'm not.
Hey. What are we talking about?
Where am I again? Oh, it's Tuesday, isn't it?
I picked a wrong day to think it was Wednesday.
Where are my pills?
Goryo is suspicious of Galcian. I mean, look at him. You can't help it.
6'6".
How could you not be suspicious of his two-tone hair?
Here I am.
Back in that hair.
I knew we were gonna do that.
Well, it took me a second to remember the line.
See, this is actually a pretty small area, but there's some story stuff. As I mentioned, like, the following parts seem to push more for the story element of it versus length, which I kind of appreciate. None of the dungeons from this point on feel too long. Also, Moonfish, one of the final ones, let's get it.
Dongrel sounds like a Final Fantasy term for a wild dog.
Yeah, I can see that.
It sounds like a Final Fantasy version of like a currency or a race. Like they do super shit like that. It's the Dongrel City. What?
I think the weirdest currency I ever heard of is in the Ogre Battle universe where they call it Goth. I'm like, okay.
Sounds like my kind of game.
I think there's a game where they call like this evil manifestation, they call it Taint.
Two worlds.
Yeah, that's it. Look out for the Taint. So we end up actually in the vents, which gives us opportunities to peek in on people explaining what we need to do.
It's really a Shadow Moses.
Yep.
Get to Arcadia.
Looks down at one of those guards. You got a real cute butt.
I feel safe here in this box.
Remember his butt for later.
Can someone give me a bottle of ketchup?
You like to play Castlevania, don't you? A psychic Vyse. Oh god.
I was about to come with a terrible pun like he's Vysic. So we can also peek down. We need to go through there where the fans are. We can peek down into these vents right here if we choose to. It allows us to see into the room below, some of which contain treasure chests. Although the directions of this are a little confusing, so I don't worry about it too much. Just open all the doors, like it doesn't really matter.
What in God's name are we fighting in an air vent?
Soldiers with their backs to us. Now also look at Aika's weapon. It's a lollipop.
You're actually using it. Nice.
Lollipop. So, you know what's great about the lollipop? Any normal attack you do with the lollipop will confuse enemies that can be confused.
This isn't a normal attack, though.
Well, I will do one.
I'm confused already.
It's just not as strong as some of the other weapons, but like it's not honestly as useful from this point on, but it's fun to use.
Not as fun as that.
That'll always be fun. I like the idea that like these guards must have pissed people off if they load the vents with guards.
Also, I kind of want to bring up something. I was watching the last video and I just noticed it now, which prompted me to remember this. Why does oh shit, what's his name? Prince, what's his fuck? Why does he have a buckle on his back? Enrique.
Because Vyse tagged it to him. Here you go, buddy.
Look, you're gonna be part of my crew.
I must attach something to it.
You don't have any cuts in your clothes. I had to come up with something.
I do like the thought that there's guards up in the vents. Like you just broke into their clubhouse.
They're all playing cards and shit.
I guess it makes sense considering how huge the air vents are and also it links to a guard tower?
I'm assuming that open area was some kind of giant vent. It wasn't an actual place where people land. It's just where we're landing because we're sneaking in.
Sneaky music.
One thing I've never really talked much about this game is apparently a lot of the game is influenced by Star Wars. So our ability to go into vents is,
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
The beginning of the game starts with a giant ship shooting at a small ship.
Yeah.
So I love these guards. They just point out everything we need to do. So these are the schematics those pirates are looking for. Luckily, they're not listening to us.
I just like to imagine Vyse's little eyepiece comes with a microphone.
Zoom.
Zoom, enhance, record.
Enhance is such a stupid movie concept. So here's us looking down on an event. There's a chest down there.
In a box.
But too bad we'll not know the position of the box. Because we're gonna walk in many random directions, so we won't be able to tell. Now we also flip that switch. Take another peek down here.
Look at the mini map, and I'm noticed. I don't know if this is artifacting or not, but is that like the rest of the map on the left side?
No.
Wait. Huh, wait. I think it is.
If it is, it's old game syndrome. I don't know.
I just wasn't sure if it was like due to compression issues or not.
I like that we've left the map right now.
Well, we have to build the map with our mind. So now that we've gone downstairs, we have to remember where those chests were, because the other rooms contain soldiers.
Oh, it's not like you're not gonna beat them up.
I know, that's the kind of stupid part of it. Oh no, we have to fight soldiers. What do we do? Murder. That mood's so good.
Oh no, what are we gonna murder?
Did you really say that out loud? Yes.
I like the idea of Vyse having Moonstone Cannon as a normal skill, where it's basically like, I forget the name of the game, but basically the dude just summons a giant robot fist into the fight, except for Vyse, it would be the Moonstone Cannon.
So we're like, oh, it must be in here first. Damn it. Okay, now the vent guards are one thing. The closet guards...
Hey, important stuff. Wow, that's tight.
Guard these racks. So now you get to see a normal hit. You mush him, you stab him.
Looking at Vyse's sword, I'm pretty sure I see those on sale all the time at, like, smoking stores.
What, swords?
No, knives that look jagged as shit trying to be, like, really...
Oh yeah, like those, like, ones with a bald eagle as the hilt.
Yeah, and I have one.
Wing's a sucker.
It's really sharp, but also looks really god-awful to wield.
Hence me buying it.
Exactly.
Thank you, guard, for killing guard. Maybe that's why you're in the closet.
He's just so confused by yo-yos.
Now that he's confused, is he actually going to attack us?
There's a chance, yes. And we just farted, I guess.
I was gonna say, poison operates on weird things.
Just fart gas. Now, with this, like, my feeling is you get confused because if someone walked up and hit you with a lollipop, what would you think?
I need to attack my allies.
I need to rethink my employers.
So I'll attack my allies.
I need to get fired.
So nothing in this room but some ladders, a box, and beds. I could live in here.
So when an enemy's confused, is there a chance that they'll hurt themselves?
Not that I've noticed. You always just spam normal attacks against a random opponent, usually. I think I've seen him use magic before, too, if I remember correctly.
I don't think you could target yourself with a basic attack either, so that won't be a thing.
Right. That's a very Pokemon thing, which still doesn't make any sense in the Pokemon world. So confused you punched yourself in the face.
It also look really weird to see a Gaussian soldier just disembowel himself seppuku style.
That'd be confusing.
It'd be cool.
You cause other people to be confused.
Now, there's a couple of chests in here. Like, there's only really 2 of them that are worth it. I already got the first one, has the Imperial Blade. And we got some Synchrom Crystals. I think that's really it. I think there's another chest with money in it. I just don't care. Because as I mentioned, money's not in short supply with me.
Piracy has its own benefits.
Oh no, the other one's a Moonberry. That's right. That's the only other one I wanted. Oh, I'm close. That's the last regular character one I have to learn. The other one is money, so I get to that point, I'm like, fuck it. At this point in the game, I'm just ready for the story to commence. Shit.
You want story? Here, have fights.
Why did I keep this fight? Oh yeah, because you fight a motherfucking tank!
What?
Yeah, you fight the boss from earlier in the game.
I like the cutaways that they did at the beginning, that was good.
I wonder if we can confuse a tank. We did put a tank to sleep last time.
Yeah.
What are you wielding?
Snow cone.
That's the Imperial Blade.
Yeah. The Imperial Snow Cone.
It looks like something Zero would wield in Mega Man.
Yes! Tanks can be confused.
But what are they gonna hit?
Shoots just a shell into the air and hits itself.
That actually makes a little more sense.
But also it keeps him from doing his special attacks, which is a little more useful. It only lasts 1 round.
Ah, I thought hitting it would confuse it again. I was really hoping.
It does if he's not already confused.
Ah.
If he counterattacks, it will confuse him again. So See, watch, I'll get confused again. Oh shit. Somehow I didn't.
Behold!
Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
I guess you're not doing shit.
Let me just load my eyepiece with an explosive.
Let us pray that our next battle goes as well.
We will not let us pray.
That's a pretty cool particle effect, Enrique.
We are not in the religion of the taco.
I am. Probably as close to a religion that I actually celebrate.
The religion of Taco Bell.
Oh god, no.
Taco Bob.
Yeah, there's that.
Shh, it's a secret.
Secrets.
I was not happy to be in Cincinnati.
Still love that joke.
We still miss you, David.
No, David Bowie.
It was literally nothing to do with Skies of Arcadia.
That's true. This way is an elevator, it leads to nothing. This way leads to a place we need to go later in the game, but for now we need to go across.
This leads to a death pit.
This one also leads to a death pit. Death Sky. So here we see the chameleon. Now the first thing we could do is walk up to that table and look at the plans, but we don't want to do that yet. We want to go all the way to the end over there.
You know, Deloco, I know you're trying to make your ship sound cool and all, but chameleons are not threatening.
Also, chameleons haven't been proven to exist in this world.
That's actually a good point.
I made up this creature called a chameleon.
Ah, Deloco, really? That's like the liar you came up with last week.
See, we actually get a little preview of his new weapon, too. That is supposed to be the final moonfish. Unfortunately, I missed a couple.
How dare you?
Unfortunately, because it's an old school game, I have to look through all the areas where I don't know if I got them or not and look for them again.
That's gonna be the rest of the video, kids.
There's a very anime-ish music sting there.
This is pretty anime-ish.
Oh, this is plot progression.
Yeah, but here we go.
What was that noise?
That was shocks of plans. I can't read this.
I'm not an engineer, no!
Sounded like a puppy getting kicked.
There's blue in this.
Finally!
Are you prepared to see some dumb shit?
I am always prepared to see some dumb shit.
It's never in short supply.
Guess who's up there the whole time?
Deloco.
Both.
Wow.
What fortuitous timing. I made this cake. And now I get to eat it while watching them die.
Apparently you've turned him into Snape. Get them.
Entirely unintended.
I have been cooking for the last 2 weeks. I intend to enjoy this finally.
He does look a bit like Hans Gruber, so it's fine. We try to leave, and Gaussian's like, no.
I will count to 3. There will not be a 4.
You would eat this cake before the 4 that doesn't exist.
I'm gonna have this cake and kill you too.
Also, that's a pretty fucking scary sword.
Why do you think no one wants to fight Gaussian?
It's not even a sword, that's like the wing of a ship that he just put on a stick.
He ripped off with his hands. So we've already kind of set the tone of the villain. It's not Valua, it's this guy.
So why do we care about Enrique's mom?
Exactly.
She just doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, we got tricked!
Oh, my calves!
I don't care about Valoo anymore, so I'm gonna kill their prince and become enemy of the state.
Like, I give a shit.
He pretty much runs the state at this point.
Oh man, new party member?
He's gonna kill us. We lost one old man, can we get another one?
I'm still sad he's gone.
Great, now we gotta fight Gregorio and this asshole over here. Hans Gruber.
It's okay, just pull on their tassels and they won't be a threat.
Oh, damn.
I'm here to dance.
Gregorio, that armor's not effective. It's only covering like 20% of your body.
I ain't using the rest.
He does have a massive ass shield, though, and a pokey stick.
It's really not a sword, it's a giant pie server.
No, it's just a giant slice of pie. With a stick.
That's just a lamppost.
I forgot my normal weapon, I'm sorry, it's made me grumpy. I'm gonna use fisticuffs, apparently.
You can do it, Grandpa.
Uncle. Grandpa makes me sound old.
Super sensitive Gregorio. They call me the king of defense, but I couldn't defend against that.
They call me the king of defense because I'm so defensive.
So wait, did Gregorio... Oh, I was gonna say, did he fling us like 80 feet?
Fina's like, can I not get hit for once, please?
Never!
Oh yeah, speaking of Star Wars line, he's more powerful than you can ever imagine.
Of course.
Our last hope lies with you, Luke. I mean, Enrique.
Well, now you can't help but see it, right?
Yeah.
Enrique, I am still not related to you.
I never liked you.
It's a good thing I'm not Darth. Did he just say, oh wow?
Oh, wow.
No,
Nickel Arcade!
he said farewell, not oh wow. Doors are automatic.
Look what you've done. Why are you over there?
I know, you could have stabbed him in that time. I'm the defense blood.
Well, he's not that dishonorable, he's just a douche.
An honorable douche. He's lawful evil. So now we escape, fuck that guy.
That was fast.
Yeah, we basically go back the way we came. There's nothing special about it, so.
Well, we know who dies.
So, I missed the memo. What was the point of that?
We were getting the engine from the DeLoco ship to be able to go into the
Oh,
deep sky
okay.
to get Fina's ship. So that we could get the silver and crystal.
He was like family to you, get it right.
Guess who won?
How should I cut him up?
See, when I first read that, I'm like, oh, Gaussian is super honorable. But later in the game, it makes him look like a dick.
Serve him with cheese.
Now, looking at how long that sword is, where does he put it underneath his cape?
It's a big cape, man.
They're my shoulder pads.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Bring me some toilet paper.
We can fly back to the ship dock because we're about to get some badass items. Hola.
Aye.
Hollow.
Guten Tag.
Oh my god, I forgot how dumb you look.
It's choking again.
He's about to get bigger. He's about to get bigger.
Wait, did you give him the LSD? What did you do?
What?
He's Groose now.
I was about to... No, he's, Shit, what's that engine lady's name from the, Train Zelda?
Does look like Tetra, but it's the same hairstyle.
Constitution gem. That is key for one of the bounty battles. Really good. It's something I keep on Fina for the rest of the game.
Oh, so we can make a new country now?
And defensive aura is a really good one as well. Constitution gem means if I equip it to a character, they no longer take status effects.
Ah.
If I equip the defensive aura to them, they no longer take normal attacks.
I am Mega.
His name is Piccolo, by the way.
Because, you know, Piccolos are tiny. And,
Oh, that bird is terrifying.
he'll make a fine ruler of the world one day.
I'm trying really hard not to make a DBZ joke.
Well, then don't. Anyway. We get to learn the final bit of news about Ramirez, what turned him to the darkness.
What changed him so?
Oh yeah, he does know about Ramirez. What am I talking about?
We also heard about that Maria has an older sister. Try to guess who that is. Anyway.
Wah, wah.
But anyway, here comes some more interesting story. And lore!
Kinda turned evil.
Well, not yet.
He just got tired of being a grunt.
See, Ramirez himself got bothered because I guess, long time ago, they've already started working on turning Ixtotaka into like a slave place where they end up digging for moonstones. And he didn't like that. And he was just like, why the hell are we doing it? We need it stopped. Because he was a good guy then. He was the hero. Mendoza is just like, I don't like it either. I will talk to the queen. See if I can get that fixed.
Because she seems rational.
I'm struggling to wonder why Ramirez's shoulder pads are like totally messed up.
Plus, we actually now get some good art of Galcian. He's a badass motherfucker.
What's wrong with his pants?
They all have pants like that. I think it's just the way they're made. I don't know.
We installed wings on our butt flaps.
It allows us to fall slower.
We do that a lot.
Apparently the doc just follows that guy around everywhere.
Well, it kind of makes sense in the context of this because he's remembering everything, but yeah, the fact that he's always there is kind of uncanny.
I guess that just allows him, by a Deus Ex Machina way, to be able to hear all the what happens.
They needed a witness.
Galcian is talking trash about Mendoza.
Want to know that I am evil? Here's more evil advice.
I know a thing or two about being evil.
I'm gonna go kick a baby now.
And bake it into delicious cake,
Oh god.
which I will serve to you on your birthday.
And that's why Ramirez is evil now.
He ate a baby.
I imagine the picture of him showing him eating the baby.
Tears streaming down his face, but he keeps chewing.
No one will stop me.
Because I don't care anymore.
So that's pretty much the second to last lore bit we get about it. We get one more, but we gotta find more moonfish to be able to do that. Also, for whenever they get to story progression moments like that, we have to basically talk to him repeatedly until he takes the rest of the moonfish. But here's some of the ones I missed. First one is over here on the dock over here in Nazred.
I'm wondering which is more interesting, the story or what the bird's gonna become.
I guess we're gonna find out in this episode, huh?
Because I have a history of misjudging birds.
This one was a pain in the ass to find. This is at the very bottom of that slave area in Ixtotaka. You had to go all the way to the bottom again.
Jesus.
JRPGs. Hi there.
This is kind of what it was like playing Ni no Kuni. Please die this time.
It just falls over.
Marksman gun. That's the best weapon you can get for a Gilder. Or at least one of the best ones. It can automatically kill people.
It had a gun.
It's had a lot of things. Stop questioning.
What?
It's just how it is.
Were there 2 different audio clips for her? There's... Thank you.
Oh my god, it's so huge. It was not that big 5 seconds ago.
Let's go play over there. Where? Where are we gonna play? It's huge.
So, Doc, when did you turn Hindu?
He's always been that. I think?
He's been Valuan, but then he reverted to Hinduism, I guess. This is the final segment. This is actually where we find out why he became mean.
I can't sit here and dwell on my past, so I'm gonna recall someone else's history.
Ship deck.
I can't dwell on the past, so let's talk about the past.
That just lingered in his mind. And somehow I know that.
And would you trust Ramirez? Or, wait.
Well, it's actually right, because apparently Mendoza was using these Satakan as slaves.
Oh. Wow.
Apparently he's not a good guy.
We even gave him a grave and everything. Time to desecrate it.
Spit on it, go ahead. So he goes to Mendoza going, what the hell are you doing? And then Mendoza's like, well, what are you gonna do about it?
It's like, oh, hang on a second, Ramirez, let me put on my evil face. Ha.
I was nice facing the whole time, that was tiring.
Now I'm Gendo Ikari.
You know what they say about it taking less muscles? It's a lie.
You tried to tell me a lie, didn't you? Haha, you got me. He even calls it a little scheme. Like, that's fucked up.
Now I'm talking to Moonfish.
So everything he's believed in, one dude. So then he murders everybody. So allow us to piece this together for a moment. We were talking about the whole time about Mendoza's ship sinking under the clouds. It was located, but it's found out that Mendoza died before the ship went down. The one who killed Mendoza was Ramirez, who caused the ship to sink. That's what was blamed on Vyse, because Pastol thought Vyse sunk the ship. Because, hey, we know that Pastol at this point is the older sister to the mute girl that we were talking to earlier. It's a big family reunion.
I did not piece that together. I thought these were 2 separate, like, things they just jammed into the game.
No.
Thanks, Vyse.
Kagome!
Otacon!
Ocelot!
JetX!
I was about to do a G Gundam reference, but I was like, no one's gonna get that one.
I think at this point everybody knows about G Gundam.
I don't. Ha.
Ha 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 ha.
I just made your life worse.
A little. That's just because I'm a huge Gundam dork.
So this is where they finally piece it together. Aquila is the name of Pastol. And then Daika, oh! She wouldn't happen to have an older sister that looked like a goth girl? With raptor feet?
And spines on her head.
It bothered me that we gave her the bad name.
Bothered me that we named her the Gun.
I feel like since it was the older sister, they named Pastol, and then the wife went, that's stupid. Okay, we'll name the next one Normal. So there's one more fight we can have with a certain individual. If you go back to town, you don't automatically get the black spot. You actually do need more moonfish to be able to get the last fight with Pastol.
Wait, so she's been watching us fish this whole time?
Pretty much. Now that we have enough and got the black spot, final fight time. And admittingly, like, especially not using the tactic I have, I found this fight easier than the third one.
Man, if you're gonna invade my ship, at least look me in the eye.
But I have to look cool. You never looked cool.
She would look alright if she didn't have the blue spines, honestly.
It would look okay if they weren't a different color. Like, if it was white all the way through, it might look fine.
I just don't like the fact that it just looks so abrupt. If it was just like normal hair, you know? Instead, she looks like the rival from Mega Man Battle Network.
Behold my Arctic Blast. So this one is pretty much same strategy that we've been using for a lot of them. The big difference you're going to find between the third one and the last one is that Pastol is not only casting Eternus, which is the really strong one that hits everyone, she casts Eternum, which is like the strongest version of the kill spell, but only hits one character. So as long as you maintain your Delta Shield, you should be fine. This version of Tempest Dance is her full version, incredibly powerful. But luckily we have Justice Shield, so it's not a problem.
Die, I guess.
Nice try, buddy. Definitely nice try, buddy. They ain't do shit.
We haven't learned at all.
Still haven't learned all.
So what flavor is the lollipop now?
Grape.
Revenge.
Revenge grape.
Revenge raspberry.
The nice thing is if you look at the character's weapons, in this case you can notice that her weapon is blue. It's a good way of guessing what the elemental resistance and weaknesses are for the particular person you're fighting.
They actually took that into account for fights? Wow.
Yes.
That's impressive. That seems like a detail that would just be lost in the big budget development.
If you keep your eye on certain characters, even if you noticed a Galcian, the tips of the edges of his blade were yellow. So that tells you he uses the lightning element. Which is not surprising, he's from the lightning country, but still, it's a little thing you can notice if you're not quite sure.
Skies of Arcadia is a game that remembers all the details every other game misses.
Beauty's in the details, after all.
Using the unnecessaries, and I like the unnecessaries.
That's why people like Metal Gear Solid 2, where Kojima spent a lot of time trying to individually calculate melting ice.
That's just because Kojima's crazy.
True.
So here's the full version of Tempest Dance.
Oh, I thought she was gonna stop there.
Now, luckily we have Justice Shield, or that would have killed.
Oh, is that... Oh, no, Justice Shield is just reduced damage. Oh, hi!
What the hell? Oh.
Sorry, I had to kill the dog.
Let's kill this.
This version, the lower you start getting Pastol's health at this point, eventually she gets to a health level where she casts, like, Tempest Dance every turn.
Jesus.
Which is a little obnoxious, but then you kind of know for a fact she's not going to cast Eternum spells.
That'd be funny, like, the lower her health gets, the more dire the music sounds, because it knows all you're gonna see is Tempest Dance.
Basically, Tempest Dance and Deluge, that's about it.
You're gonna get your ass kicked. You're gonna get it kicked.
And there's lyrical music like that, like at the remake, it's like, I'm gonna whoop somebody's ass.
Rules of Tempest Dance!
That's 2 Pirate's Wrath in a row, holy shit.
What's up?
And also, if you notice, it took into account the enemy's preference to trying to kill Vyse. So, in particular, I've always noticed that Tempest Dance always seems to aim for Vyse first.
Oh yeah.
Makes sense.
What do I know?
Wah, wah. So at this health level, she just starts using Tempest Dance all the time. Luckily, you're aiming for my tank, so it doesn't matter.
What was that move, Vyse?
Why won't you and your stupid smile die?
I know, people. It's funny.
I have pleasure in your pain.
Why'd she go for Enrique?
Because he looks pretty smug, too.
Enrique's like, I have nothing to do with this, what?
I think most of them look smug, which is the reason why I'm just like, I want to kill you all. Alright, she's done. She's down for the count.
Where'd you get that shadow from?
From Sonic.
An utter victory.
See, look, that's even a smug word. An utter victory. That was embarrassing.
Oh my god, I feel so bad for you.
We also get the light dress. I believe that's something you can throw onto Fina. Or Vyse if he wants to. If he wants to look sexy. We also learned that Pastol knew she was going to lose that fight, so she was aiming for us to kill her. She's like, I can't live with my grief. Kill me, Vyse. She knows we're right. She knows that we had nothing to do with sinking the ship, but this time she was trying to get herself killed because she's kind of like a Drachma. She's like, I don't know what I was doing with my life so many years. I was trying to kill something that wasn't true.
There's a lot of revenge in this game. Drachma's revenge, Pastol's revenge, Ramirez's revenge.
And it's all solved by Vyse's smugness.
It's all solved with this dumb smile.
Are you ready to see the smile?
Yes.
Look
at this.
The smile heals all.
I was smiling the whole fight.
I just really want someone to draw Vyse's face, but with those tiny, tiny, super small, smug eyes.
Impossible is just a word people use when they forget English.
Victory is just a word that only I can say.
Not gonna lie, it looks like Vyse is looking on at a pathetic puppy at this point.
Kind of what it is.
Angel of Death!
But we're also telling, like, just go visit your damn sister and stop this drama bullshit. Stop being so anime.
What would they do if they knew I was the Angel of Death? Well, change your clothes, throw away that stupid knife, bam, done.
Change your name.
You would think she would change her clothes, but she doesn't. One more time for the ladies.
Not only, but especially for the ladies.
I imagine the smug smile moving to the side of his cheek so she could see it in full view.
Like Sonic.
Yep.
You were never the Angel of Death, because I'm still alive.
You haven't killed shit.
Oh, that's so harsh.
You were never the Angel of Death, because there is no God.
Guess what? I no longer believe in God.
Oh god, that was darker than I thought this episode would have been.
Hi, Wang, we're the TheStrawhatNO.
We turned Vyse agnostic.
I think it hurt because he had the smug smile going on, so he's just... I'll kill a child if I have to.
Oh god, I'm gonna fall over.
Are you not in a chair?
This chair is pretty shit, not gonna lie. It's a $30 product from Staples.
Hi, my name's Vyse, and no orphans allowed.
Hi, my name's Vyse, and no orphans remain.
Well, I'm still here. I'm saving you for last.
I work slowly.
So eventually, she'll feel like confessing her sister ways to her younger sister, and that I'm sure will be one big happy family of Shipdog, Angel of Death, Mute Child, and Piccolo Giant Fat Bird.
For a second there, I thought you said she was gonna confess her undying love to Vyse, and I was gonna be like, what?
Well, I wouldn't spoil that if that was true.
No
Which
way.
it could be. Mm.
Kid-eyed sister, with all the other insane murderers that love me.
Well, they also do kind of play with that. Pretty much every girl's like, God damn this Vyse.
In different tones.
Yeah.
I think Pastol's a goddamn advice.
Yep. I imagine just looking, that smile won't work on me. No, it won't work. Okay, fine. The smile's just popping off his face, kind of like Temmie, just shifting around.
Vyse just kind of levitates his smile onto her.
I need more money for college.
Vyse is actually Bob in Temmie Village.
Now that's a picture I want to see.
Just a Temmie with buckles.
Yes.
Almost similar hair.
I just want the similar expressions.
Vyse, 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 Vyse.
It's Vyse, it is Vyse.
I would die if somebody did a remix of that song with entirely the voice of all you guys saying Vyse in that dumb tone.
Vyse, 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 Vyse.
Vyse, 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 Vyse.
Just put at the end of this episode an epilogue Highwing died from Temmie Vyse.
He did not have the Vicey armor.
It's just buckles.
Exactly.
Vyse's smile fills you with determination. You die.
I feel like Enrique would be like that fast food guy. Like he'd make the same expressions.
Ugh.
No, actually, you know what? Enrique would probably be Metaton.
Yeah, definitely. Oh my, guts himself.
Oh, yes. I'm seasick.
Blah, blah.
Artist, you'd be my best friend if you just draw the entire crew as Timmy's. With that Tumblr suggestion, good night.